Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I am the Twisted Jedi, and in today's video, this is going to be part 2 of 5 things that I want to see added to Battlefront 2 in 2019. Now, if you guys haven't seen the first episode, I will leave a card up on the right hand corner of the screen, as well as a link down in the description below so that you guys can check it out after watching this video. I would love to hear your feedback on that video as well as this one, but this is going to be a continuation because I realized there was a lot of things that I actually missed in the first video, and a lot of you guys wanted me to cover it in part 2 of this series. So part of this comes from you guys and part of this is more of my own personal wish list. So definitely let me know what you guys want to see throughout 2019 in the comments down below. Now, getting started, number 1 on the list is going to be a bunch of skins. Now, we have a heap of skins in the game and they've been kind of adding them consistently throughout the last year, but I think we just need a content drop where they just add a heap of skins for us to work towards. There's nothing planned for March yet, or at least nothing that has been announced, so it's possible that they could do a huge skin drop in March, and I think that would be a really good idea. I think a lot of the people playing have a ton of credits saved up and they want something to spend them on. Count Dooku isn't going to be expensive, and obviously Anakin Skywalker is going to cost the same as all the other heroes, so stuff like that, and then of course the trooper skins that come along with it, isn't going to be enough to rank out everyone's credits and use everything that they have. People have like 1 million credits saved up. I have 350,000 or something ridiculous like that, so people just want something to spend it on. I think in March they should look to do at least a couple of skins in there, if not a lot more, because there's still a lot of classic skins that we don't have in the game. A couple of examples are Farm Boy Luke, a bunch of original trilogy skins for Han and Leia as well as Luke. Battle Damaged Vader is something they could look at doing, the Robot Legs Darth Maul, Red Robed Palpatine. I could keep going on, the list is endless. There's so many skins that they could add to the game. I think it would be great for the community because we would be able to show it off in so many ways. So many people do awesome cinematic shots, or even just getting gameplay with different skins is always exciting. I personally love getting gameplay with new skins when they drop. It's something that I've always loved doing since we've been getting skins added to the game. So I definitely make sure I have enough credits every time a new appearance comes out in Battlefront 2 because I want to get new footage of it on screen and out for you guys so you can see it in action. So I think that would be an awesome thing for them to add in number 1. Number 2 is going to be era specific playlists. Now, I think this is something that they've tested a couple of times and some people have really enjoyed it. Some people don't really mind too much, but I think being able to select which group of maps you want to play would be a really cool thing long term. Now, we're talking about long term here, so this is something we want going forward and into the future that's going to help the longevity of the game. Being able to select prequel, original trilogy, or sequel maps to play when you go into a game is going to be something awesome. I think they should definitely consider it because we definitely want to choose what maps we're playing. I see a lot of complaints of, oh, sequel maps again, sequel maps. A lot of people don't like the sequel maps. It's as simple as that. I don't mind them personally, but I do prefer the prequel lot of maps and the original trilogy maps over the sequel ones, but it's a matter of personal opinion. Regardless of all of this, era-specific playlists would solve all of those problems. Backing that up is point number 3, and that would be a map selector or server browser. If they weren't to add era-specific playlists, adding a map selector at the end of each round similar to Call of Duty, or a server browser similar to Battlefield games, then that would be the other way to go about it. This again gives players the option to choose where they're playing or what map they're going to, especially if you're playing Galactic Assault. If you play a prequel map and you want to get to a sequel map, it is a long time in the rotation. So again, being given that choice is something that would serve really well long term. The 4th thing on this list is some new content, and the DLC content that I really want to see in 2019, aside from Clone Wars, because we all know how much everybody wants Clone Wars, is Rogue One. Now, Rogue One had a lot of things in it that could be awesome in Battlefront 2. Even in 2015, the last game had some really great Rogue One content, and it was really popular within the community. The first things that come to mind are some new heroes. You got Jin, you've got Krennic. They could both be cool heroes. They were in Battlefront 2015, and they were received well by everyone. There's even a possibility that they could do Cassian as a hero, as we do know he is getting a TV series based around him later on at some point on the Disney streaming service, so it is quite possible that, going by what DICE has said, they base things off certain movies or events within the Star Wars community on what they put in the game. So it is very possible we could see some Cassian or something based around that TV show later on for Battlefront 2. On top of the heroes, then maps comes next. I think Scarif definitely would look fantastic in Battlefront 2. Hands down, my number 1 map that I want in Battlefront 2 is Scarif. It looked beautiful in 2015 and is still my favorite Walker Assault map from that game. So I think if they could add it to Battlefront 2, it would be really cool. Not only could they add it for Galactic Assault, but Heroes vs Villains they could get it for. They could do an Extraction map, because we all know Extraction needs more maps and is getting very stale with just 2. So I think that would be a good idea as well. Another idea I had was to do Jeddah City as a playable map. You could do this again for Galactic Assault, Heroes vs Villains, Extraction, Blast. All of the game modes pretty much could have the same map, except obviously we'd need a bigger map for GA. I think Jeddah City would be something cool, and it's something we haven't seen a lot of because in Rogue One it pretty much gets destroyed. So being able to recreate it and explore it would be awesome. We do get a glimpse of it in Rebels, so I think using that as a basis to make a map out of would be insane. Now getting into the last point, and this is probably the biggest thing that I have seen on the last video and requested in live streams and on Twitter and all over the place. The biggest thing that people are requesting for 2019 is new blasters. They said forget everything else. I've had countless comments that actually say stuff everything else. I don't want that. I want new blasters. You think of things like the EE3, the DL44, the X8 Night Sniper, the Relby, just to name a couple. They're already in the game. They are playable hero weapons. Add these for infantry. It gives a whole nother dimension. It gives something to level up. It gives some more attachments to unlock. It gives that grind a little bit more reward when we have played for so long already and we've maxed out all the other weapons. Not only can you put in weapons that already exist, you could bring in weapons from 2015. The T21B, the CA87, the SE14C, the DLT19X, all of these weapons are awesome from the previous game. I used to love mixing it up, changing what weapon I was using. Depending on the day and what I felt like, I would go maybe long range with the DLT19X, or I'd go close range with the SE14C, and that's just a couple. Battlefront 2015 had a ton of weapons, so if they could maybe use some of that and add it into Battlefront 2, I think it would be a huge help going forward and keep people playing this game for a lot longer. So guys, those are 5 more things that I want to see added to Battlefront 2 in 2015. Let me know what kind of stuff you guys want to see as well, and maybe we could make a part 3 to this video series. If you guys haven't checked out part 1, again, it is linked below, so make sure you guys go check that out, and be sure to leave feedback on both videos. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new, so that you guys can stay up to date with everything Battlefront 2. I hope to see a lot of you guys in my live stream later on. I will be streaming probably an hour or 2 from posting this video, so make sure you guys tune into that one as well. There's been a lot of new faces and it's absolutely awesome. As always, thank you guys so much for watching again. I am the Twisted Jedi, and may the Force be with you always.